Good morning, everyone. As you know, AIG has faced its share of headwinds. But through it all, our leadership has shown resilience, adaptability, and strategic thinking. Today, we're going to dissect those challenges and extract the leadership lessons they offer.
With all due respect, Anna, are we just rehashing the 2008 crisis again? Because I have a mountain of paperwork.
This isn't about dwelling on the past, David. It's about learning from it. Our first challenge, embracing change.
Easier said than done, Anna. The insurance industry is notoriously resistant to change.
Precisely. And that's why it's a leadership imperative. We need to be proactive, not reactive.
What kind of change are we talking about here? Because the last change initiative cost us millions and achieved nothing.
We're talking about adapting to increased competition, evolving regulatory landscapes, and shifting consumer expectations. Are we all on the same page? Good. All right, moving on. The second challenge, managing risk effectively. I trust that rings a bell for everyone.
Well, of course, Anna. But with all due respect, haven't we beaten that horse to death? Dodd-Frank Basel III, the risk protocols are practically tattooed on our foreheads.
Are they implemented effectively, David? Or are they just pretty words on a compliance checklist?
Anna's got a point. We're still seeing pockets of, let's call it, creative risk assessment in some departments.
Creative? You mean reckless. Let's not sugarcoat it. Some of these guys are still chasing high-yield unicorns. Consequences be damned.
Now hold on a minute. We're under pressure to deliver results. You can't expect us to sit on our hands while the competition is...
I expect you to manage risk responsibly. The near collapse of this company should have been a lesson etched in stone. We are not in the business of gambling with the financial security of our clients. Understood? All right, moving on to fostering a culture of accountability. Because pretty words are meaningless without consequences.
Transparency reports are a start, but they're easily manipulated. We need teeth.
Like what? Public floggings? Last time we tried to claw back bonuses, the lawsuits tied us up for years.
We're not talking about medieval punishments, Mark. We're talking about clear performance metrics, regular audits, and a zero-tolerance policy for unethical behavior.
Zero tolerance? That sounds great in theory, but in the real world, mistakes happen. People make judgment calls.
And when those judgment calls cost the company millions, or worse, erode public trust, there needs to be accountability. No exceptions. Which brings us to challenge number 4, building strong relationships. After 2008, we were pariahs. Rebuilding that trust has been uphill.
It's not just about slapping our logo on charity events either. Customers see right through that.
The regulators are still breathing down our necks. One wrong move and we're back in the doghouse.
Exactly. It's about demonstrating genuine commitment to our clients, our stakeholders, and the public. It's about rebuilding our reputation, one honest interaction at a time. Finally, talent development. We've seen the consequences of neglecting our internal pipeline. A revolving door at the top, a brain drain in the ranks. It stops now.
With all due respect, Anna, talent development sounds an awful lot like corporate buzzword bingo. We already have training programs.
Training isn't development, David. It's teaching someone how to do a specific task. Development is about cultivating leadership, fostering innovation.
And it's expensive, especially when half the people we develop get poached by the competition.
Then we make them want to stay. We offer them opportunities they can't find anywhere else. Mentorship programs, leadership training, international assignments. We invest in their future, and they invest in ours.
Easier said than done. The young guns coming out of Wharton these days want instant gratification. They're not interested in climbing the ladder. They want to build their own ladder, preferably out of solid gold.
Then we find the ones who are willing to climb. The ones who understand that true success is built on hard work, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Those are the people we invest in. Those are the people who will lead this company into the future, and we need to identify them now. Which brings us to innovation. We can't afford to be complacent. We need to be pushing boundaries, finding new ways to serve our clients, to stay ahead of the curve.
Easier said than done in a risk-averse industry. Every new idea gets bogged down in compliance and legal.
Yeah, last time I suggested we look into AI-powered underwriting. I got a 20-page memo explaining all the reasons why it was a terrible idea.
Then we rewrite the rules, We create a safe space for experimentation, a sandbox where people can test new ideas without fear of failure.
A sandbox? With all due respect, Anna, this isn't kindergarten.
No, David, it's about fostering a culture where creativity is valued, where innovation is rewarded, and where people are empowered to take risks. Calculated risks, of course. And that leads us to ethical leadership, because innovation without integrity is a disaster waiting to happen. We need to be leaders who not only inspire creativity, but also embody the highest ethical standards.
Agreed. It starts at the top. If leadership is cutting corners, the whole company will follow.
So, no more creative accounting?
Absolutely not. Transparency, honesty, and accountability. Those are the pillars of our leadership. We need to be setting an example, instilling those values in every employee at every level.
Easier said than done, especially when profits are down and the pressure's on.
Then we resist the pressure. We choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong. Because in the long run, integrity is the only sustainable business model. Which brings us to aligning our business goals with social responsibility. It's no longer a nice to have, it's a must have.
ESG is the new reality. Investors are demanding it. Employees are demanding it.
So, what, we start hugging trees? I'm in insurance, not forestry.
It's about more than just the environment, Mark. It's about how we treat our employees, how we engage with our communities, how we contribute to a better future.
All right, walk me through it. Tangibly. What does this actually look like?
It looks like investing in renewable energy projects. It looks like offering insurance products that promote sustainable living. It looks like partnering with local organizations to address social issues.
It looks like divesting from companies with poor environmental records.
Great. There goes half our portfolio.
And it looks like leveraging technology to streamline our operations, enhance the customer experience, and drive innovation. We need to embrace digital transformation.
We've been embracing digital transformation for the last 5 years, Anna. What's different this time?
This time, we commit, we invest. We don't just pay lip service to the idea of AI and big data, we build real solutions.
Like what? Robot adjusters?
Potentially, or AI-powered fraud detection, personalized customer service through chatbots, streamlined claims processing with blockchain technology. The possibilities are endless, Mark. We just need to be willing to explore them. Which brings us to adapting to market trends. The world isn't static, and neither can we be.
Agreed. What worked 5 years ago might be obsolete tomorrow. We need to be agile.
Agile, like doing daily stand-up meetings and sprint planning? Because I hate those.
Mark, it's a mindset, Mark, not just a methodology. It's about being ready to shift gears quickly when the market demands it.
Exactly. Consumer preferences are evolving faster than ever. If we're not paying attention, we'll be left behind.
So, what? We're gonna start selling insurance for the metaverse?
Maybe not today, Mark, but the point is to be open to those possibilities, to anticipate where the market is going, not just react to where it is.
It's about future-proofing the company, making sure we're not the blockbuster of the insurance world.
Which leads us to communication. All this adapting and innovating is useless if we can't communicate effectively, both internally and externally.
Precisely. Open, transparent communication is essential for alignment and collaboration. We need to be on the same page, from the executive level down to our newest recruits.
Easier said than done. Especially when we have bad news to deliver.
Then we deliver it honestly and directly. No sugarcoating, no hiding behind corporate jargon. People respect the truth, even when it's difficult, and internal alignment is key. We move forward together.
What about external communication? Our messaging to clients?
Consistent, clear, and empathetic. We need to show our clients that we understand their needs and that we're here to support them, especially during times of uncertainty.
And we need to listen. Communication isn't just about talking. It's about hearing what our customers and employees are telling us. Their feedback is invaluable. Leading by example. It's not enough to talk the talk. We have to walk the walk. Integrity, resilience, accountability. These aren't just words on a poster. They're how we operate every single day.
So no more accidentally expensing that fancy dinner?
Exactly. And it extends to empowering our employees. We need to trust them, give them autonomy, and encourage them to take ownership.
Micromanaging stifles creativity. We hired these people for their expertise. Let's let them use it.
and foster a culture of innovation. Encourage new ideas, even if they seem a little crazy at first.
Metaverse insurance, anyone?
Ignoring Mark, we need to create a safe space for experimentation. Failure shouldn't be punished, it should be a learning opportunity.
Which ties into diversity and inclusion. Different perspectives lead to better solutions. We need to actively promote diversity in leadership roles and create an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and respected.
It's not just the right thing to do, it's good for business.
Absolutely. So let's invest in leadership development. Create a pipeline of future leaders who embody these values. Beat. We embrace change, we adapt, we prioritize ethics and integrity. We leverage technology to innovate, and we empower our employees. That's how we build a successful, sustainable future for this company. That's how we lead.